Hey! Welcome to the second attempt at recording this particular episode of the BIOMUTANT Gunless challenge. That first attempt didn't go so well. I didn't have the full thing recorded by the time I realized it was unsalvageable, but still, you know, it's never fun to waste time, I suppose. Speaking of wasting time, there's going to be a lot less of that now that I know exactly what we're doing for the first half of this episode. For instance, this mecha stadium, it's just an empty warehouse, and I know exactly where to go in it. I don't have to spend 5 minutes just rummaging around. I don't know, when I heard the phrase mecha stadium, I was imagining, like, the demolition derby from AI, artificial intelligence. It's just a big empty warehouse. Still disappointing.
E-waste, the stuff you need. Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecha Stadium is near here.
Yes, Dave, I know. Yeah, we need to go this way, but we can't go this way. So we need to go this way, which is a door I completely missed for a good 10 minutes. Also, I didn't find all the loot in here first time, probably not going to do it the second time. I don't see a mecha Fingro in there. Do you? It was there last time. That's concerning. Oh no, there it is. It just had to load in, I guess.
You need to line up the switches so they match.
I don't even know what this one does, but I'm gonna do it.
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
What framework? What does that do? It's not even, like, lined up with anything. Strange. Alright.
You need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it.
Multi-switch. There we go. Despite two of them being one on top of the other, you can only navigate between them by going left and right on the D-pad, which is strange.
The tug twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too.
So yeah, this is the Mecha Fingro. It has a gun. So, you know, we're not going to use it. It's also very slow for amount. It's a cool concept. You know, if I was planning to play this more than, like, YouTube, then I might use it at some point.
Someone put a lot of time into this.
Let's face it, there's not enough content in this game for more than, like, 2 playthroughs. There's not a lot of what I like in an open world game. There's no dialogue, really. There's no, like, big monologues, philosophical discussions. But yeah, okay, I suppose there are big monologues and philosophical discussions, but there's none of the interactivity that you get from, say, a Bethesda or Obsidian title. It's mostly just characters spouting off about their particular line of work and how that relates to Eastern philosophy. Which is fine, I get it. This game was made on a shoestring budget. Where did he go? Oh, whatever. Like, this game does not have the breadth of content of a Fallout or Elder Scrolls game. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I've only played most of those games once or twice. I'm currently going through, like, my second full playthrough of Oblivion, because it didn't really grab me. The first time I did, like, a just do whatever playthrough because I was in high school, and now I'm trying to do, like, concentrated character playthroughs sort of like this. This game is not great for that. You know, it's the sort of thing you find out through playing. Like, there's not really any point to the karma system, or really any of these systems. They're just there to be cool. I don't want people to think I'm just bashing the game, because I'm not. Like, Rule of cool is a perfectly valid excuse to add something to a game.
He believed the tug twister would do the trick, but now realizes brute force won't do the trick. You need something slick.
I'm pretty slick.
Well, he means slick as in greasy, so you can lube the hinges of the lid.
Oh.
He can't argue against the fact your fur's shiny. He says the lid should open if you sprinkle grease it. Problem is, he's all out.
Oh, that's too bad.
He knows his old friend Choo-Choo always keeps his grease sprinklers well filled. He should have an extra that you can borrow.
He doesn't, actually.
He stresses that you should come back as soon as you've retrieved the grease sprinkler. The Merc Puff is crunching bark by the minute.
Alright, tell me about the Merc Puff.
It's big enough to make waves beneath the surface, and that's a challenge in itself. But it also has a hard shell, so you need to target its head.
So it's like any other boss fight, except underwater. Got it. Yeah, no, Choo-Choo doesn't have a spare bottle. We're getting his only one, which of course means he's going to want us to do something. That's why he's there, and hasn't done anything so far. Spoilers.
He's convinced the tracks are like the paths our lives take, and you must deal with the outcome, even if you didn't lay them yourself. This time, though, he was sidetracked and needs a new wing nut to get back on track.
Okay.
Wing nuts are easy to find, as they're fitted on any in-front chugga-chugga out there. The challenge is taking them off, so he's happy you're here to do it for him.
Alright, got it.
Says he knew you would, like he knows the way the rails run.
Like, there's a lot of really admirable aspects to Biomutant. It's clear that the people who worked on it were very passionate about the whole thing. But there's also this sort of thing where, you know, they get bought out by THQ, and I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, right? Having funding and a publisher and all that is great. But it does also mean that, you know, since you're not doing this as a hobby, you're not just doing this for your own pleasure. You are beholden to other people, not only your customers, but also your bosses. So yeah, Biomutant had to come out at some point, and
the wing nut chug tunnel. It goes on forever.
It came out when it did. What does exist is good. It's a fantastic first attempt, as far as I'm concerned. I'm excited to see more from Experiment 101. I'd love to see some DLC, although I don't know how likely that is. We haven't really heard a lot. Supposedly the devs are on, like, vacation, which, that's fair. It's summer.
Crack-a-doo. At least the temp's nice and steady underground.
But stuff that was, you know, probably in very early development stages and just never got off the ground, like having visible physical mutations, even though that's, like, literally on the back of the box for the game, it's not a thing. And I don't know if that was cut very late, or if they just never got around to fixing that sort of thing. But it's disappointing, but understandable. Just maybe don't use it in your advertising blurbs. If I remember, there's really only one way to get through here. As confusing as labyrinthine as it looks, it's pretty straightforward, actually. Did that actually die from electricity? That's the first time I've ever seen any sort of turret get damage from any of our powers. Is that a fluke? Was it damaged by their gunfire just from us circling around it? That might be it. So that like cabinet did not count as superb loot for some reason. This does though. This little like toolbox that has a single add-on. Oh, 2 add-ons. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, more enemies. Okay. It's an explodey dude. I don't think I'm doing damage to this thing. I think he did damage to that thing though.
Short-circuiting.
You see, explodey guys are good for something. I do like these fans. I do love a big industrial fan. I don't know why. I'd say it's because I like watched Blade Runner and played Half-Life 2 at like very formative times in my life, but I didn't. I played those pretty late in my life, all things considered. The only other movie that I think has like a big spooky industrial fan is Jurassic Park, maybe? Is there a big fan in the computer room? There might be. Or in like the bunker where they turn the power back on. I haven't seen Jurassic Park in a while. Okay, so this is where the wing nut is. I'd like you to tell me where the wing nut is, because I don't see it. Is it these things that we're turning? Are these all wing nuts? I don't know. It's very confusing. Like, power's on, great. There's still 3 wing nuts in there. What did we do? Why do we have a wing nut now and not earlier? You know what would be a good game to play on this channel would probably be Jade Empire. Because as big a fan as I am of, you know, that sort of era of BioWare. Ooh, that's a good one to get confused. Stuff like Knights of the Old Republic or Neverwinter Nights. I played a little bit of Neverwinter Nights. I'm more a fan of like the modding capabilities of that system than I am the actual game. I played it like the base game a little bit, and it's just really boring and droll because. Surprise, the main campaign for Neverwinter Nights is just like a campaign in a D&D rulebook. It's not actually there for you to be like, oh, this is a really cool story. It's there to show you what you can do with the tools you are given. What else came around that time? Dragon Age Origins. That's another one of my favorite games of all time. I haven't played either of the sequels to that, so that would be another thing. Haven't played any Mass Effects, even though I've had Mass Effect 1 for ages. I just never got around to it. Could buy like the remaster and do that. I'm sure there's some people who are thirsting for blind playthroughs of Mass Effect. Like, can we really see the train yard from here? Yeah, wow. I don't know what it is about this map, but it's really good at conveying like a sense of distance that just really isn't there. This map's not as big as it looks. It's not a bad thing either. Morrowind could take a... Actually, no, Morrowind does a pretty good job of it too.
Choo Choo says he knew you'd come through. If someone makes a stop at your station, it's for a good reason, but he understands no one gets their tracks greased for free. He'd be happy to part with his spare grease sprinkler, as he believes it's a great fit for any of your business that needs to be unstuck.
Great.
He keeps it safe in a box on the handcart, in case of emergency.
Yeah, we didn't tell him we needed it. It's a good thing that he didn't just give us his hat or anything like that. That'd be awkward. Where is it?
It's on the cart. He wants to keep it close by. In general, you won't have much time to act in case of an emergency. Choo Choo says you should help yourself to the grease sprinkler. It's a versatile tool from the bygone, a last of its kind, so don't let it go to waste. He's convinced you'll put it to good use, as there are lots of stuckies out there that need greasing to open.
Fair enough.
Seems glad you think so. You're on the right rail. Choo Choo says he can't wait to get out of this place.
Alright, see ya.
Didn't have much else to say, so no problem.
I know how I said see you. We're going to be talking to him again in 5 seconds for not really unexplained reason. Like, we grab it, and then it says talk to him again. We talk to him again.
You shouldn't worry about smashing up the box. Choo Choo has no use for it now. Choo Choo says he feels strongly about helping his next, just like you did for him.
Right.
He's convinced there was a bigger reason you met. Sometimes the wrong train will take you to the right place. He believes you've got what it takes to make a difference. He's witnessed it himself.
You believe in fate, then?
Says fate is like the rails. They lead in certain ways, and you can only fight that for so long if you want to get anywhere. Choo Choo's thrilled you found the Ark. Just imagine how much faster than a chug that thing must be. And no rails needed.
It can go anywhere.
Needs no rails, no roads, nothing but air. The world's on the mend, so no need to leave it. But just think of all the places the Ark could take you. Says he's happy to see the Ark in your hands. Knows you'll go great places with it and do some good. Wonders who you might call aboard the Ark with you.
Not you. Sorry.
A conscious choice to be
The thing
the world will be.
well, anyone in their right
You know,
mind.
you guys know you don't have to repeat this, right? I've heard this like 10 times already.
Hopes you figure out someone better to ride the Ark with you, if that's possible.
Oh, it's possible.
Choo Choo says he's ready to pack up and leave.
Alright, let's see what you got first. And I don't think he has anything that useful. At least he didn't last time. That's not that good. Okay, never mind. I like how I always check the gun parts, even though I don't use guns. It's just habit. And now we go back to Wiz, and that might be it, but it's not. If I remember correctly, Noko sent us all over the place for the Majut, but I don't think the other two gave us much trouble. You have to do a lot of back and forth for this thing. I'm just glad we don't have to do that ourselves, since the oil can is apparently technically a gun that you can shoot.
Wiz says that there's no plan to confront the Merc-Puff until the octopod is properly armed.
What are you arming it with?
He's happy to tell you that the cannon he's been working on now just needs ammunition.
Okay, what ammunition?
He says his old friend Boom makes all things that go bang.
Okay.
There's a rumor that some of Boom's pyro sticks shot off and are out there roaming free.
Great.
You should keep an eye on the horizon for pyros. If you're fast, you have a shot at catching some of them before they go off.
Alright, where are they?
Boom has named the place Puff Duff Bluff. It sounds silly, but it's an accurate description considering most of the pyros are duds, seeing as they're as old as the old world.
I don't know how that makes it accurate. It just sounds like a nonsense name, like 90% of the names in this game. Like, it's not even a bluff. We're going to, like, another warehouse. You hear Puff Duff Bluff, and you imagine, like, a spiral level with, like, cowboy dinosaurs, right? That's not what this is.
Time to upgrade your clothes. This is Highfalutin, and there's an upgrade bench floating up there.
That's certainly a name.
Shopkeeper claims you won't be able to find better goods anywhere else.
I'll be the judge of that.
Points out they just restocked.
Alright. Let's see what you got. Stuff we can get elsewhere, and stuff we can get elsewhere. Yeah, I think you're lying to me, although that's maybe worth the price. I'm not gonna clip it right now, but that little shoulder pad might come in handy.
That's a bang plant, where Toxanol used to make all sorts of splody things before it blew up in their faces.
Actually, I'm pretty sure this is Puff Duff Bluff.
Who could stand against that? Upshot. Keep hammering away. Boom, boom.
Alright, could you maybe not laser me right in the face? It's very rude.
Youch!
Forgot you were here.
Crit.
Mainly because you're not really a threat. Okay. Here we go.
This story needs a hero. That looks like an unbanged pyro stick on the loose. Better catch it before it goes off.
Yep, this is what we're doing now. Catching live fireworks. I'm sure this isn't dangerous. Oh, nope, we got 3. Okay, cool. Is this all the loot? Might be. There's a resource totem around here still. Don't know where that is exactly, but I guess we'll find it. Is it that? It's that! Wow, I'm really good at finding things, huh? That's everything we need, right? Just those 3 rockets, and we're good to go fight the Merc-Puff. Right?
The pyro sticks will cause a bang, but targeting is on you. At least now you have a chance to hurt the Merc-Puff where it counts.
Is the octopod gonna hold up?
He hopes so, as there's no plan B, or more correctly, plan C. Out of Date has named this plan B. Plan A was to take on the World Eaters by foot, or flaps in this case. Turns out swimming down there was a bad idea. Wiz has been working on another cannon, but instead of pyro sticks, it squirts guppos. Scaly distractions for anyone with an appetite disorder, and irresistible for the Merc-Puff in particular.
Great.
Seems the best way to find guppos is go talk to Gil. He has a natural sonar and knows where the guppos sub the surf. This means you'll have to go visit Gil at Burblebottom. Find Gil and he'll be able to tell you where to find the guppos.
What is a guppo exactly?
Tells you it's a sort of fish that's able to reproduce really fast, which is a real advantage when you're going for infinite ammunition.
At least they're self-aware about that whole thing. You know, it just occurred to me that this game's pacing is kind of weird. Well, maybe not so pacing as much as just story structure. Structure's probably a better word for it. Like, you have the tutorial, which is you coming back to this region, right? And then you fight Loopalupin
Light
for
feels like a giant around
not
here.
really any explained reason. He just shows up. But wouldn't it be better if the introduction tutorial thing was all taking place in your home village while you were like a little kid? And then you could meet all these characters, including the ones that say they know you from your childhood, but you never meet in the flashbacks, like Wiz. That probably makes a lot more sense. But I'm not, you know, Experiment 101, so...
His friend Wiz needs guppos for one reason or another, and Gil is ready to point you in the right direction. But here, you're only going to find dead ones. He's pretty sure Wiz wants them alive. Well, at least the ones that aren't already rotting.
Right.
If you head in the right direction, you'll find a clean enough bit of surf to snag yourself some guppos. Then you can get them to Wiz for whatever he has in mind.
You're a good friend, Gil.
Figures he's always been a friend to Wiz, and now he can be one to you, too.
Guppo Grotto. Oh, so it's like the other grotto, but for guppos. That checks out. Alright, so this is as far as I got in the failed recording. So this is all new information from here on out. What are you?
This is Guppy Grotto.
Oh, it's just a fan. I wonder if we come out through there. Why did Dave call it Guppy Grotto instead of Guppo Grotto? It's very inconsistent. I had to close my eyes for that one. How do we get up there? That way. We get up there. Oh. Alright. Oh, it's little guys and a big guy. Let's just avoid these. Oh, here we are. This works. Horse? Alright, get off the horse. It's a good thing my horse is a robot and does not drown. At least not in any traditional sense. Anything over here? No, this is just another way in. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. gotta lower the water. Well, I presume there's some sort of water lowering device. Jeez, that's a lot of gears. Okay. I suppose the technical term would be a valve. I'm surprised there's more than 3. Catch all the guppos. Okay.
As long as karma exists, the world changes, and we change with it.
So these are guppos, huh? What do you look like? Oh. It's just, a scary, lamp-eyed fish. Okay. Strange. Oh, you can only do it while they're leaping. That makes a certain amount of sense, actually.
Every little bit helps.
Last one. I need to get out of here. Oh, that makes sense. We are trapped in a hole, after all. It's a lot faster than the usual way. Speedrun strats. There's 6 loot in this place? How big is this area? Pretty big for some reason. Is this like an important endgame area where we find out about all the animal experimentation or whatever? That'd be neat.
Don't see that every day.
Or is it just going to be like 2 or 3 empty rooms with a lot of loot in them?
Strong stuff.
I was really hoping for some like secret and nim type stuff. Whatever. That probably powers the door. Yep. There's one more gadget.
That's hard to come by.
Okay. Right. Okay. So we have entered free fall.
Makes it harder for things to sneak up on you.
And we can go down by holding B, I think. We can try to go down. We can't go all the way down. Strange. What is going on here? Oh, there's a room. Okay. This is very... The fact that there's like a unique control scheme for this is astounding. Like, it's cool, but maybe just have that be a canned animation and spend the time elsewhere. Like, how many times are we going to enter freefall? We are, what, 50 hours into the game and it's happened once, and we just got a tutorial for it? Strange. Alright. Let's get out of here. Presumably, this takes us back to the first room. What a great presumption. Alright. Back to Wiz. Back to Wiz. Yeah, just stick the whole jar. Yeah, okay.
That seems to be enough guppos to provide the octopod with infinite ammunition.
What's the fifth one for?
Surprised the Merc-Puff's been able to hold its breath all this time.
Well, they're turtles. They have, like... You can look up how turtles breathe underwater. It's very strange. The animal kingdom is wondrous and amazing.
It's just another proof of the evolutionary change caused by toxinol's contamination.
No, I'm pretty sure they were always able to breathe through their butts.
Being undersurf has meant the Merc-Puff has been left alone to munch on the root down there undisturbed.
Right?
This means the northwest route has suffered more damage than the others.
Tell me about toxinol. We haven't gotten enough lore.
The marks the corporation left behind on the land are everywhere, but they also abandoned technology, of which he's sure you only found a fraction.
Yeah. Like, the robot hand is... Oh. Oh. I want out, actually. Can we go up? Yes, I want out. Oh, we can. Okay, we can just get out whenever we want. We cannot summon this whenever we want, so it's just gonna have to hang out here. Okay. Do you have anything else to say?
Says they like your kind.
Oh. Thanks, I guess?
Says goodbye to you.
It's a weird thing to say. Yeah, like, you've got the octopod and, like, the Fingro or whatever. Like, they make a giant mechanical hand to transport things. Toxinol's very interesting in some respects, although I imagine part of it's just, like, we have all these cool ideas, we'll just throw them all, you know, everything in the kitchen sink approach, and then say, oh, it's Toxinol, they're just a weird company. That's fair, though. We're gonna hold off on the Merc-Puff fight for now. As I mean, you saw literally from the cutscene that the game sort of just throws you into things without telling you, and I have a sneaking suspicion that, you know, the second we have defeated all the tribal leaders and all the world leaders, like, the game just throws us into the end game, and we want to do all these side quests. At a bare minimum, we want to do all the, like, story-focused side quests and fill our last arc seat and that sort of thing. Go explore the desert, you know, that place we've never been. Like, look here, here's a town I've never noticed for some reason. How did I completely miss this town? This is low poly. There it is. Okay. It's less low poly now.
This is Gaga Grampus Bay, the legendary undersurf monster village. Someone could probably make good use of that plastic.
When you say legendary undersurf monster village, I think of, like, an Atlantis type thing. This just looks like a city, like a normal place. Or is it because this is where the Shellhorn thing is? That might be it.
Let's see.
Yep. Brokers and an old world gadget. Okay.
Watch out for hidden foes.
Let's talk to yous.
Says the world's gotten so bad that even the deepest parts of the goo are nasty enough to drive Gargantua nuts. That meanster keeps coming up and chomping when no one's around. Could you bring it to the top of the goo so they can get at it?
Isn't our little whale buddy our Gargantua? What are you gonna do to the Gargantua?
Figures meeting the creature is the only way to stop it. Explains the Gargantua lives deep in the goo. You need to draw it to the surface.
With some sort of giant conch.
To do that, you need to blow a special shell horn. That'll bring it up. You're the only one with enough airflow to do it.
Okay. Maybe we can kill it?
Thinks that could certainly work.
Great. Hey, these house designs are like that turtle guy's house design. I'm just not picking that up. I wonder if that means anything. Like, is this from a cut tribe or something? Also, where are all the brokers? I've found one vendor so far. Alright, that's all the vendors. I'm really hoping this shell horn is the gadget in question.
To call the Gargantua, you need to big blow the shell horn 3 times in a row.
This is a little ridiculous. You couldn't come up with a unique thing for the shell horn? It had to be another one of these?
First, you need to point it the right playway.
Oh, we do have... Okay. So now you're combining it with the, Probably right.
Doesn't matter how loud you sound if you don't get the right playway.
You saw those lines, right? Is it... No?
You hit the right playway. Now, go big blow. Blow, blow, blow.
Okay. 2 more shell horns. That checks out.
To call the Gargantua, you need to big blow the shell horn 3 times in a row.
I still think having to do the gadget puzzle is a little ridiculous for
First,
a conch
you
shell
need
of
to
all
point
things.
it the right playway. Doesn't matter how loud you sound if you don't get the right playway.
There. Okay, it needs to be solid. What?
You hit the right playway. Now, go big blow.
Yep.
Blow, blow, blow.
It's a big, scary whale. Yeah, this is a peewee gargantua, which is kind of an oxymoron now that I think about it, but I guess that's just the species name. It's like a baby giant panda. Yeah, he's small, but he's still a giant panda. Oop. Don't bump yourself, buddy. I need to get closer. You don't gotta freak out about it. Alright, can we get up here? We can. Okay, cool. Oh, it's this one. I forgot about this one. It's a good thing he can phase through solid objects. And there's my horse, because I accidentally summoned him. Things are just a real mess right now.
To call the Gargantua, you need to big blow the shell horn 3 times in a row. First, you need to point
Alright,
it
can we
the
get this
right
one
playway.
the first time? Yes?
Doesn't matter how loud you
What?
sound,
How
you
is that
don't
not
get the
correct?
right playway. You hit the right playway.
That was the
Now,
exact same thing as the
go
first time.
big blow. Blow, blow, blow.
Find some grub for Gaga
You need to
Grampus?
believe how
Who's
serious
Gaga
this
Grampus?
is if you want to have any effect on
Oh,
it.
we drowned. I was gonna jump and I didn't do it in time. I don't like how hard the mushrooms are to spawn sometimes. That should be good. Yeah, we got plenty of time to get over here now. Let's just wait for it to come back before we dive in the water. And now we summon the little Gargantua. There you are, buddy. It's a good thing the Gargantua doesn't really care about us swimming. Be a cool water hazard. There's not really much other than the boats. And the boats don't really do a whole heck of a lot. So, lesson learned. If we want to optimize the speedrun, you want to do this island last. Because Freak Furf is where the grub is for Gaga Grampus. As for who Gaga Grampus is, I don't know. I guess it's the name of the Gargantua? Oh, there's an enemy here. Why didn't I expect that?
A smart foe would leave now.
I do love the number of crits we get. These are red crits too, which, if Warframe is anything to be believed, those are the good ones. Alright, what's in this? A Gaga Grub. Okay. This is Gaga. I mean, I know Lady Gaga, but I don't think this is a cameo. I mean, she's done Stranger Things, I'll admit. Was that it? Just a drive-by feeding of a giant whale? Okay, sure, game. Oh, you're a little beached.
Heroes are only heroes for others, but they do the work, or they're heroes to no one.
Alright.
Nice job blowing that shell horn. The gargantua is huge.
And I fed it for some reason. Oh, a muzzle. Great.
Always appreciates a chat with you.
Alright, what do you got? Modules, don't need those. No good clothes. Decently good care bit? Not really. I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, that's the shell horn's completed. Let's get you out of the rocks, buddy. Come on. Okay, good. I feel less bad about abandoning him here. Time to help Jar Jar Binks with his bomba problem, apparently. I vaguely remember taking this quest. I think this is like the beginning of Fallout 3. There's just like a nuclear bomb in the middle of this town and nobody seems to have cared. It's more the same architectural style. I guess this is like the Surf of Pelego style.
This is Bomba Ball Stop, the Bang Village.
Oh, great. Yeah, this is literally just Megaton. Okay.
Or it'll take you down.
Do we just... Oh, you were invisible for a second there.
Asks if you can hear the ticking sound coming out of the big thing next to them.
Actually, yeah.
Seems like a timer, but they don't know what it's ticking down to. Maybe you can help them stop it before it stops on its own.
Do you think it's a bomb? Because I think it's a bomb.
Says they hadn't thought of that before, but they have now.
Great.
Thinks if that's a bomb, then it's a big one.
Yeah.
If that goes off around here, it could blast everything away. How far away do they have to get, and how fast?
I'll stop it.
Thinks you're the only one who has a chance.
Alright.
A bang ball with the numbers unbalanced means catastrophe. Better line them up to stop the mechanism from going off.
The ticking is very scary, but I think it's literally just moves, and I can just do it in 3. We are definitely blowing this town up if I do an Iron Man run. Although, ooh, it might kill you if you do it. That would be bad. Do we just get access to their storage room? Okay, cool. Do you have anything good? You have superb loot. There's a lot in this area. How did I miss this entire town? This entire town with its underground lake? What is this place?
Hard to find weapons made this good.
Can I summon? I can't. What?
This is a smoother ride than you'd think.
What is this place? Can we get out through either of these ways, or is this just a weird underground pit? Very curious. Okay. I think that's everything down here. The rest of the loot's probably in these houses. Alright, Mert.
Says anyone who can stop a tiki bomb is welcome here.
Alright, you got any goods? You do. Are they good goods? Not really. I have no idea where the last 2 superb loot in this place is. I've even, like, dug around in their garden, and I'm still missing 2. I think I should probably just call it here. Gotta love a quest that has the title Greasy Queasy, and your only objective is to find the dirty friend. It's very evocative. I don't even want to know who's fighting us. Please stop following. Please, please don't follow. Please don't follow us.
This story is as powerful as you'll let it be. Begs you to help him out. He's covered in sludge.
Oh, with a name like that, I can imagine.
He can't get it off, and it's making him squick-sick. Can you find a way to get him clean before he dies?
How long do you have before you die?
Figures it can't be long. Feels like he's dying already.
Alright, this is like toxic stuff, right?
Says he figured out what he needs to get clean.
A giant bottle brush, I think?
See that giant toofer brush up on that tall sign?
Oh.
That would be the perfect scrub brusher.
Alright, well if I get dirty... No, I'm not gonna be mean. Alright, I'll get it.
Thanks you, and begs you to hurry.
Okay, where is the big sign? Over there a ways. I mean, I figured it was gonna be like a big thing from a billboard, but I'm pretty sure we've seen like a giant toilet brush or bottle brush on one of these signs before. I haven't seen a toothbrush. That's a new one. It's like in an area we've already thoroughly explored, so I don't know how I missed it. Do there have to be like a million of you here? Wow, they died real fast. Okay.
There's the big gum brush we need to get that greased up critter clean. Shake it loose.
Yeah, oh, just shake the whole thing, right? Checks out. That super strength that we have inevitably shown by now. Why am I complaining about this? At least it's not another one of those, like, spinny puzzles. Toothbrush handle. And a gum brush, two-handed slash. Oh. You gotta do that to me, huh? They even went to the trouble of not making it...
Heroes inspire in a way nothing else can.
Not making it crush, but they couldn't have made it one-handed. That'd be too much. Can we actually make it over there? I don't think we can. Huh? If we believe, maybe. I think we can make it. Good job, buddy.
Says you're always a fun chatterbox.
Okay, well, I wanted to clean you, not talk to you. There we go. More buttons? Yes. Oh. What? This is a new one. Okay, so we have to mash the button up until we don't, and then we gotta mash a different button. Okay, so you don't mash, you just press it twice. Strange. Entirely new way to do QTEs.
What a scrub-a-dub. So clean.
You're welcome.
Welcomes you back. No need to brush this time.
Well, you just got brushed. What do you got? Nothing very good. Not surprising. Oh, but we got loot under him. Okay, that's cool. Apparently there's a pilgrim not too far from here that we need to find for one of the totems. That was a very weird animation he just did. Did you see? That was creepy. Alright, let's deal with these guys. We've been in this place before. I don't know how we missed the pilgrim, but I guess we did. That did no damage. I'm glad. A little confused. Mostly glad. Alright. We still haven't gotten really any explanation for these guys other than, like, they're weird mutants from the sludge. So there's a pilgrim in the wall, apparently.
This won't be a field trip. It's the real thing. Says the Netra tribe has worked harder than anyone to get respect.
Okay.
Wouldn't be surprised if you met again.
Great. He's following us now. Great, well, you could add dialogue to reflect that, buddy. How far away is this totem again? Not too far. Okay, this isn't so bad. Alright, the vibe friend. He's still doing his thing. Yeah, I don't know what exactly lets things respawn. I much prefer Fallout 4's survival mode method of it, where it's like, after like a month, things will respawn. Because it gives you a lot of downtime in between the big fights. I'm sure some people don't like that, but I do. It's not hard to go looking for trouble, but trouble doesn't really find you unless you're in some place that you haven't really explored. Alright, what does this do? Oh, he just teleported here. Okay, so we don't have to really escort. Okay, got it.
That was the first Aurora totem. 3 to go.
Alright, are we gonna get like a cool weapon that we can't use after we do all this? I bet we will. That'll be nice. Haven't had that happen before. Alright, same deal as last time. Someplace we've already been before. Great. Fantastic. He's also a lot farther away than the first one. It's a good thing we have our robot horse. It's also nice that when the horse ragdolls, it doesn't, like, knock you off. Most games would do that to you. These guys have respawned, they're in the front. I don't think they have, though. I think we're clear. Just need to get upstairs.
Says it's about time you met.
Yeah, I met Noko 10 episodes ago, buddy. Probably more than 10 by this point. My sense of time is completely screwed up. It's part of my dyscalculia. And back we go. I'm gonna ignore this. We've got enough little burrito men running around in our pocket. I guess we're fighting. It's just a big ol' scrap. I'm mainly just fighting because I don't want the pilgrim to get hurt. In all honesty, that's probably not even a mechanic. He's probably invincible. Don't want to find out, though.
Is at stake.
Yep, teleported. Activate
That
the
was
shrine.
the second Aurora totem. 2 more, and you'll find out if the legend is true.
Ooh, there's a legend. That's neat. It would be cool if the game told me about it, but it's neat. Like, I shouldn't be so snarky about it. It's just, it seems like the sort of thing that you would say, hey, maybe we should actually have a legend somewhere in the game. It's nice that these are all in the Yerp fields, though. That's actually nice. Apparently, at one point or another, we actually already activated this totem up here, so we are already on our way to the pilgrim. That's convenient. Less convenient. We haven't been here in a while. There's probably enemies there now. It certainly sounds like there's enemies below us. There's one of those manholes over there, right? That would do it. Can we sneak by anybody in here? Oh, game? Is game okay? Game is okay. There's nobody here. Let's get the. So this is what these random pilgrims are for. They have random dialogue, but they also lead you to the Aurora totems. It'd be nice if they had unique dialogue for when you'd actually found the totems, but no, that'd be too much to ask for, I guess. I should stop being so snarky about this game. But it's true. There are some things where it's like, hey, maybe a couple more months in the oven, guys. But game development is not like you fill up a bar to 100% and that's like the end of it. It's a process, and it's a never-ending process, really. So I totally get why they released BIOMUTANT when they did. Could it have used more time? Yeah. Especially with like a day one patch, but look at most games these days getting day one patches. I'm not saying it's right, but it is what most games do these days. Alright, one last pilgrim. And he looks to be behind a waterfall? What? Okay. That's cool, I guess. Yeah, no, there's a way down. Or I should say up from here, so... What's behind this waterfall? Just some loot.
Stay away from that biohazard. You'll want to wash yourself off for a month.
Cool. Okay. Come with me if you want to live and all that. This is a sad little moment here.
Top quality scrap in this piece.
Explains why the bridge is out, though. I mean, it doesn't explain it, but it shows that the bridge is out, more than just the bridge itself being not there.
That's the final totem. A full understanding of the physical process that leads to different types of auroras requires true understanding of Ki.
Okay. Are we gonna see an Aurora? Yes, we are. Huh. Is that just gonna stick around for the rest of the game? Because it'd be cool if it does. Kind of distracting, but cool. Don't get anything else from that, huh? Fascinating. Do you have anything to say?
Says it's about time you figured out you can't avoid helping anymore.
Not really. Okay, so... Alright. That change does not show up on the map. I kind of figured. And that's going to be it for this episode of BIOMUTANT. Look forward to next time when we finally get to explore the depths of the Cluppy Dunes. See you there.